Hello everybody and welcome to Mount and Blade Warband. This is a video that I've been wanting to make for a very long time, and what I plan on doing here is playing a save where I am a woman and I'm not a noble to begin with, and I think I'm going to be with the Kingdom of Erotics because they aren't really seen that much on YouTube, at least from what I've experienced. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. I actually had a previous attempt at recording this, and basically my audio went all screwed up like halfway through the near hour-long recording session, and as a result I just decided to start over again because I'd rather upload something that I think is good. Anyway, welcome adventurer to Mount and Blade Warband. Before beginning the game you must create your character. Remember that in the traditional medieval society depicted in the game, war and politics are usually dominated by male members of nobility. That does not however mean you should not choose to play a female character, or one who is not of noble birth. Male nobles may have a somewhat easier start, but women and commoners can attain all of the same goals, and in fact, may have a much more interesting, if more challenging early game. Continue. Select your character's gender, female. You were born years ago, in a land far away. Your father was an impoverished noble, a travelling merchant, a veteran warrior, a hunter, a steppe nomad, or a thief. I am going to go for a travelling merchant. You were born the daughter of travelling merchants, always moving from place to place in search of a profit. Although your parents were wealthier than most and educated you as well as they could, you found little opportunity to make friends on the road, living mostly for the moments when you could sell something to somebody. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as a page at a nobleman's court, a craftsman's apprentice, a shop assistant, a street urchin, or a stepchild. I'm gonna go shop assistant. As a girl growing out of childhood, you apprenticed to a wealthy merchant, picking up the trade over years of working shops and driving caravans. You soon became adept at the art of buying low, selling high, and leaving the customer thinking they got the better deal. Then, as a young adult, life changed, as it always does. You became a lady-in-waiting, a troubadour, a university student, a goods peddler, a smith, or a game poacher. I am going to go for a game poacher. Though the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you'd become a woman, and the whole world seemed to change around you. Dissatisfied with common men's desperate scrabble for coin, you took to your local lord's own forests and decided to help yourself to its bounty. Laws be damned. You hunted stags, boars, and geese, and sold the precious meat under the table. You cut down trees right under the watchmen's noses and turned them into firewood that warmed many freezing homes during winter. All for a few silvers, of course. But soon, everything changed, and you decided to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision was personal revenge, the loss of a loved one, wanderlust, being forced out of your home, or lust for money and power. Lust for money and power, of course. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your whole life and become an adventurer. To everyone else, it's clear that you're now motivated solely by personal gain. You want to be rich, powerful, respected, feared. You want to be the one whom others hurry to obey. You want people to know your name and tremble whenever it is spoken. You want everything, and you won't let anyone stop you from having it. Become an adventurer and ride to your destiny. What will your gain saving policy be? Realistic, no saving without quitting. No quitting without saving even. Now enter your name and distribute your attribute points, skill and weapon points. You can click on various elements on the screen to learn how each one will affect your character. Enter name here. Already thought of this, I'm using them from the last attempt. Arabella. Oh. That, I knew I did that. I have a strange keyboard. Anyways, we'll go for definitely more strength and charisma and one more agility. We'll put one in each of these. So we've one in Iron Flesh, one in Power Strike, one extra in Power Draw, 2 in Trainer, and 2 in Surgery, 1 in persuasion, 1 in engineer. And let's put our points to one-handed weapons. Archery's pretty damn good. That's 72 to start is pretty awesome. Alrighty. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Let's start. Adjust your character's face using the buttons and sliders to rotate the head, click on it and drag the mouse. Right. We got the right skin tone. And no. Maybe you. That looks quite fancy. Okay. Nah, we probably want blonde. Alright, we'll just leave it at that. I'm not picky. You hear about Caladria, a land torn between rival kingdoms battling each other for supremacy, a haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, power or glory. In this land, which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe that you may leave your past behind and start a new life. You feel that finally, you hold the key of your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever course you take, great adventures will await you. Drawn by the stories you hear about Caladria and its kingdoms, you join a caravan to Praven in the kingdom of Swadia, join a caravan to Ravedin in the kingdom of the Vagars, join a caravan to Tulga in the Kurgit Khanate, take a ship to Sargot in the kingdom of the Nords, take a ship to Jelkala in the kingdom of the Rodoks, join a caravan to Shariz in the Sarnid Sultanate. Let's go take the ship to Jelkala in the kingdom of the Rodoks. You came by ship, skirting the cliffs where the Rodok Highlands meet the sea. Much of the coastline was obscured by tendrils of fog that snaked down the river valleys, but occasionally you caught sight of a castle watchtower rising above the mists, and on one occasion a beacon fire burning to warn of an enemy warband. You knew that you were relatively safe at sea, as you were too far south to risk encountering the sea raiders who trouble the coasts of the Nordic lands, but it was still a relief to reach the Selvar estuary, gateway to the port of Jelkala, and see a Rodok galley riding at anchor, its pennants fluttering in the evening breeze. You are exhausted by the time you find the inn in Jelkala and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden, you hear a sound that stands the hairs on the back of your neck on end, the rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard. There we go. Got a bow and an axe. I am a forest bandit. There we go. That was easy. Hello, merchant. Merchant of Jelkala. Are you alright? Well, I guess you're alive at any rate. I'm not sure that we can say the same for the other fellow. That's one less thief to trouble our streets at night, although heaven knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me with something. Let's talk more inside. I hear we don't know who's listening. The merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while, checking the street, and then, finally convinced you've not been followed, comes near you to speak. Talk. Now, let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills, driven to banditry by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontiers. Fewer men to keep an eye on the streets, but I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particularly tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. I don't know what my brother was thinking. A lad from a prominent house out alone after dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here, and I didn't know how bad things had become. He had no such excuse, but he's family, so what can you do? If you don't protect your kin, the people will start thinking that you can't protect your investments either, and I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with a blade. More importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Caladria to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party, track down these bandits to their lair, teach them a lesson they won't forget, and get my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn my lasting gratitude and a bit of silver. What do you say? I'm interested. You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you try and take on the whole gang single-handedly, the hunter will become the hunted, I'd warned. You'll first want to round up a group of volunteers. There's always a few lads in the villages around here looking for a bit of work. That's more interesting than tilling the soil or hauling water. They'll follow you if you pay. So, take this purse of 100 dinars, consider it an advance on your reward. Go around to the villages and use money to hire some help. I reckon that you need at least 5 men to take on these bandits. Very good, sir. I'll go collect some men from the surrounding villages. Good. You can find me again in the tavern here in Jalcala after you've got your group together. Then we'll speak about what we do next. Alright, we're free. Ish. Alrighty. Let's go to Bouvran. I'm not reading that. It's just saying that I'm looking at the map. Bouvran. Give me volunteers. No one here seems to be willing to join your party. Alrighty. To Ruldi. Engrave it. Hello. Do I know you? My name is Arabella. At your service, sir. I'm King Graveth, the ruler of the kingdom of Rodux and the lord of Jalcala. It is not often that I meet a woman who aspires to lead men into battle, but these are dark and troubled times, and I for one will not turn away hands that can grip a sword, should there only be brave and loyal. What is it? Do you have any tasks for me? I have something you could help with, an issue with the lawless villain known as Shulk of Kara. He murdered one of my men and has been on the run from his judgment ever since. I can't let him get away with avoiding justice, so I've put a bounty of 300 dinars on his head. Friends of the murdered man reckon that the assassin may have taken refuge with his kinsman in Ibdales. You might be able to hunt him down and give him what he deserves and claim the bounty for yourself. Then I shall hunt him down and execute the law. That's excellent, Arabella. I'll be grateful to you, and so will the family of the man he murdered. And of course the bounty on his head will be yours if you can get him. Well, good hunting to you. Sweet. Good to see the king so early on. My intention with this is to not become a lord or lady, I guess, through a more violent means. I kind of want to try and marry into a noble family, but I'm not sure how that works. I've never done it before, so it's a bit of an experiment. Anyway, let's try get people from Roldi. 5 Rodok tribesmen are willing to follow you. From my experience, when you get 5 men, it doesn't work. He always wants you to get 1 more. So I'm going to go to Ibdales, complete the bounty quest, and hopefully get some more people. Morale leader. Got an achievement. I don't even know what that's for. Anyways. Oh no. Oh, we're faster. It's okay. Recruit volunteers, 4. Okay, awesome. Go to the village center. Now we need to find this someone called Nervous Man, and I think I see him already. Yep, there we go. That was easy. What do you want? I'm looking for a murderer by the name of Shulk of Kara. You fit his description. I don't understand, madam. I never killed anyone. I think you've got the wrong man. Then drop your sword if you're innocent. You've nothing to fear. We'll go now and talk to your neighbours, and if they verify your story, I'll go on my way. I'm not going anywhere, friend. You're gonna have to fight for your silver today. No problem. I really just need your head anyway. I come not for money but to execute the law. Alas, that you cannot be made to see reason. I'm gonna say I come not for money but to execute the law. Die, dog. Nice. That was easy. There we go. That was easy. Alrighty. Let's just fast forward. Alrighty. Actually, let's see if King Gravit's back. No, he isn't. Right, to the tavern. Now we talk to the merchant. There's Ferentis already. Awesome. I can't remember if he's one of the better ones or not, though. Splendid work. You've hired enough men to take on the bandits. Now, travellers entering Jalcala have told us that there's a small group of robbers lurking on the outside of town. I suspect that